Hi there, it's Jessie here. So I feel like I have some information that could help all of my clients and anyone who has any weight loss goals in general significantly. And so I'm hoping this video might help you a little bit or a lot of bits, depending on what your goals are. So for a lot of my clients, I feel like they do really, really well Monday through Thursday or Monday through Friday in terms of their workouts, eating healthy, just hitting all those little goals throughout the week, and then the weekend comes and we tend to fall apart. And it's been winter or colder lately, but especially in the summertime, we've got barbecues, we've got family events, and so I know a lot of those events are going to start to pop up more and more, and it's going to be a greater challenge to stay on top of your goals and on top of those habits, those daily actions that you must be taking in order to hit those goals. I know that's going to become more of a challenge as we get through these summer months. Summer tends to be very distracting for my clients. So I'm hoping that I can set you up for success, and I'm hoping that this will help. So for a lot of people don't realize when you go to do your cardio workouts, kind of what that looks like in terms of losing body fat. What it actually takes to lose body fat, I feel like, is something that's just not widely understood. So I'm going to explain kind of the timeline for what that actually looks like. So hopefully you can see my whiteboard here. So when you go and you do, let's say you go to the gym and you're going to do some cardio, the first thing you're going to burn through is your blood sugar. So, and this is the same if you're lifting weights. I'm just using cardio as a good description. Hopefully you could read that. Yeah, we can read that. Okay, so first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna burn through your blood sugar, and that's generally what you eat throughout the day. Okay. And then the second thing you're going to start to burn through, assuming you work out long enough to get through all your blood sugar, the second thing you're going to burn through is your glycogen. So the blood sugar that's not used as energy throughout your day then stores as glycogen in your muscles and your liver. So before you ever get to burning actual body fat, you have to burn through that blood sugar and you have to get through that glycogen. If you get through all of those things, then eventually you will start burning body fat, right? So that's awesome. We now understand what that looks like, but here is the problem. The problem that I've noticed for people is that we don't properly get through those glycogen stores in order to start burning body fat. So what happens, this is kind of what it looks like. So we've got this tank, let's call this our blood sugar. So we've got this tank here of blood sugar. So let's say this is full when we get to the gym, right? And then we've got our glycogen. Same thing, let's assume our glycogen tanks are full. And then our body fat. We're going to assume those are full as well. We'll call these our tanks here. Okay, so we go to the gym, right? We start doing our cardio. Let's say we do an hour of cardio and we burn through all of our blood sugar. Yay, we get through all that. So this is still good because at least that means we're not storing this blood sugar eventually as glycogen and then fat. We've gotten rid of that. Yay, right? So let's say day one, we get through our blood sugar and we bring our glycogen stores down to this level. Okay, right? So let's say that's Monday. Okay, so Monday, we were successful in bringing that glycogen store down, but we did nothing with the body fat yet. No big deal. Okay, so let's say Tuesday we go in to do our cardio. We've refilled our glycogen stores or our blood sugar throughout the day. We go in to do our cardio on Tuesday. We burn through our blood sugar. And then let's say we get down a little bit further in our glycogen. We come down here. So we've come down to that level on Tuesday, right? Cool. We're still making progress. We're like that. Let's say Wednesday, you know, we're eating like a normal human being should eat. We refill that blood sugar. We go in to do our cardio on Wednesday. And we get rid of that blood sugar. And then on Wednesday, we bring down that glycogen level a little bit more. So we brought it down here. Cool? So we're still making progress on this, right? We get through this, eventually we're going to start hitting that body fat. So Thursday, we've refilled our glycogen stores. So we go to do our cardio, our blood sugar. We go to do our cardio and we get rid of that blood sugar first, of course. And then we make more progress. So this is where we end up on Thursday. So we'll say this is Thursday. Okay, cool. We're still making progress. Yay! All right, so Friday, you know, we've refilled. So Friday we go in to do our workout and we bring it down even further. So let's say we get here on Friday. Cool. More progress. That's awesome, right? So Friday happens. Let's say you have some, you know, you go to happy hour on Friday, you're hanging out with your friends, you go out that night, you're drinking lots of wine. Let's say you get the munchies, you get Adalberto's later that night. And let's say by Saturday morning, after we've partied, we've played, we've had chips, whatever else, we have then refilled our glycogen stores to this level. So Saturday, we're going to say we're here on Saturday. So when we go into work out on Saturday, we have to burn through all this, and then we have to work that back off for the glycogen. So Saturday, all we managed to do is bring our glycogen levels back down to where they ended up by the end of Thursday. And so same idea throughout the weekend. Let's say we go in, we party some more, we refill that some more, we take that down some more, you know, it becomes this kind of roller coaster thing, right? And so that's where I see people get very, very frustrated, is they don't realize that all they're doing is bringing those glycogen stores down and then refueling them. Bringing it down, refueling, bringing it down, refueling. Do you feel like you are jumping between 5 to 10 pounds regularly, weekly? Oftentimes this is what's going on. This is what is actually happening within your body. You're just bringing that glycogen down and refueling it, right? Whereas, let's say, you know, we've got these two tanks here. Let's say that you don't come Friday, you know, so Friday your levels are down here. And let's say that you don't go out on Friday and you're good and you're consistent and you keep at it. And so you go in to do your workout on Saturday, you get through your blood sugar, and then you bring that down even more. And you're getting there, you're getting close, right? So then let's say Saturday, that was your workout on Saturday. So let's say on Sunday, same idea, you've refilled your blood sugar, but you bring that blood sugar back down. And then let's say by the end of Sunday, you have gotten rid of your glycogen stores. You no longer have to worry about that. And that is the best place to be, because what happens is on that following week, let's say Monday, you go in, you do your cardio, you burn through that blood sugar, and then we go immediately into burning that body fat. So then Monday, all of a sudden, on Monday, you have brought that body fat down significantly from one workout, because you have gotten rid of your glycogen stores, because you were consistent through that whole 7-day period. And so you get to this point and your body is like this machine, and it's a wonderful thing. So we've refilled, you know, let's say it's Tuesday, we refilled that blood sugar, not a big deal, you're supposed to do that. You go and you work out on Tuesday, you get through your blood sugar, and you bring that body fat down even more. Yay! That's Tuesday. Look at that. All of a sudden, all of a sudden we're making huge changes in the ways that we want to see the changes. So we could potentially, be bringing that down significantly every single day with our workouts at that point. But what is hard for people to understand is that you do have to have that consistency. You have to have that consistency in what you're eating, and your workouts, and making sure that you are diligent enough to get to that point where you actually burn through that glycogen, so that your workouts are actually burning through that body fat, which is what you want. And you will see those changes like that if you can be consistent for, I'd say, 1 to 2 weeks at least. Then after that point is where you're going to see that consistent drop in the body fat, and you'll notice a difference in your body once you're at that point. Like you'll feel it. You'll just feel like, God, I feel like all of a sudden my workouts are burning more, and like your metabolism just feels like it's increased. A lot of good things happen once you get to that point, but you have to be willing to get to that point. And so a lot of people are really good at, like being on point for, say, like 75% of the time. And which case all they're doing is they're just, on this roller coaster, I feel like, of going up and down through their glycogen stores. Whereas it would be better to be 100% for 3 weeks and to fall apart for a week than it would be to do that weekly up and down, if that kind of makes sense. Not that I suggest that you go kind of crazy for a week after you get through your 3 weeks of being diligent, but if in time you would see better results in the body fat, if that's how you structured things, if that kind of makes sense. So I hope that's clear. I hope that's helpful. I know it can be a little confusing, kind of the science behind things. But I want people to understand why they feel like they're not getting there. And so it can be really discouraging if every week you are just kicking butt 5 days a week and you're not going anywhere. That could be so discouraging. I mean, who wouldn't give up at that point? I would give up at that point, especially if you're doing that for 6 months, a year, even longer. You are working so hard and you're not making any progress. And it's just because of this thing here. So I hope that's helpful. If you can go all in for 3 to 4 weeks, it's going to change your life. I promise you it's going to change your life. But, those happy hours, the wine, the snacks, all that stuff, it's going to add up quickly, and it's going to contribute to refilling that glycogen tank quickly. So you just have to be mindful of that. So I hope that's helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. A little nervous doing a video like this for you, so if you have feedback, questions, anything like that at all, definitely please let me know. But I wish you all the best. I love you all to pieces, and I want you to be successful. Have a good one.